mother, on the other hand, only showed tough love from a distance. Still to this day, I struggle to learn how to love someone who cares for me. Like Kevin Gates said, when the love gets too deep, I run. I struggle with a deep past that allowed to hunt me. I was sexually assaulted as a young girl by a family member, and from time to time, he refreshed my memory. Still to this day, I'm finding strength, wisdom, and courage to talk about it. At the age of 14 years old, I ran away from my mother's house when we had our first fist fight. Nothing was the same. Only two blessings came out of my life at the age of 14. God allowed me to see another year, and my little sister Tatyana was born, which we are 14 years apart, and she's my only sibling. I started smoking weed and drinking heavily at the age of 14 years old. I also started taking nighttime medicines to help me balance my highs, really when I was feeling low. Death was what I was praying for so long in my life, but nobody never noticed that I was popping pills or getting high until I used to pass out, so I feel like nobody cared. On May 31st, 2013, God had other plans for me. I was rushed to the hospital for not responding. I bet Harry and Star thought they would never see me again. By the grace of God, they saved my life in so many ways that night. They could have left me hanging. People looked at me like I was crazy when I told them my testimony about how I experienced hell, and it was nothing like earth. The whole time I was screaming, God, I'm sorry, and help me. He never left my side and never left me hanging. Before I knew it, I saw the light, and I woke up in an emergency room surrounded by nurses. They didn't know my name, age, or emergency contact to reach me. Ever since then, I made a promise to myself and God that I will live my second chance the way that God has planned for me. The story continues, the life of Tatyana. Who am I? Who am I, part 2? Who am I, Tatyana Adaria Jones? December 2016, after all the brainstorming and ideas, I discovered why not use my only sibling middle name, Avian Jador, in my name, Daria Tatyana. Put Tatyana Jador together and build up my stage name ever since then. Tatyana Jador tells her pain to the world while Daria Jones faces the world behind closed doors. I wrote a poem called White Walls that I quoted. A perfect life that everyone seemed to see for me seemed to fall, but you never knew my story, so how can you tell it all? As I grow and tell my story throughout my music, it tells and defines who I am. A fast-paced city girl or a country slow-paced city girl. See, Daria defines who I am, me's a young great one. I will write my own ticket in life, but my eyes betray my soul is what they say. 90% is true. But I feel like my eyes don't match my heart, but if you look closely in my eyes, you will see the blood and the pain, but it still not defines who I am. Tatyana Jador is who made me who I am today, a strong young lady. I overcame obstacles that people would never believe. I learned how to turn out my weaknesses to pain, and now my pains into poems, and now my poems into rap. But it still do not define who am I. Thank you. I'm going to do 2 poems, one called Pride and one called Change. And like they always a change, I'm learning from my struggles and my pain. When I'm dying inside, is it okay to cry? Because rainy days don't always seem to last forever, but when the sun comes out, man, it feels so better. I had to learn a hard way, had to strive for better. I thank God every day that I made it through this bad weather. I just knew my life wouldn't get better. I pray to God every night that I got my life right. So when my mama had my sister, man, I got my mom right. I'm living second chance life, but I can mess it up twice. Mama, I'm sorry for all the pain I know I put you through. And Daddy, sorry for all the times that I did sit you, because I was hurting inside, but I was missing you. And Grandma, I'm sorry for the things that y'all watch me do, but yet I see no changes. And I'm tired of all these racist faces. Can we please stop saying for cops and cops? Can we stop killing all these blacks to stop? Because we need to make this world just a little better, but yet I see no change. And next year won't be the same, but y'all just don't understand. Damn. I have one more. This is called Pride. Never beat yourself up for the things you cannot control. Walk by faith and not by sight. See, the only time I'm on my knees when it's time to pray, and I pray every night, Lord, please protect me from my enemies and any harms that come my way. I can't even lie. Don't it feel so good to love someone without something extra on the side? Girl, you better never let him slide. And if he treats you like a jerk, pick your head up high, queen, because apparently he's not willing to put that pride of his to the side. It's so unrealistic how we had the perfect vibe, but then dude can even swallow his own pride. Thank y'all.